Let me see. Hey, look. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Woo!
These are the moments police confronted dangerous women, starting with the case of a woman who concealed her weapon from officers and then shot them to avoid jail time on January 9th, 2021. One horrific incident occurred when a woman suddenly ambushed an officer. The sequence of events began when CPD officers noticed an illegally parked vehicle in the area as officers approached to address the violation. Two occupants exited as directed, but the woman driving refused to comply, hiding something in her hand and willing to do anything to avoid jail time.
By the way, all right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna let my leg fucked up.
All right, well, you still have to come out of the vehicle. Once I tell you to step out the vehicle, you have to step out the vehicle.
What is it, 16th and what?
Come on, let's go today, shorty.
Alright, shit. I'm sitting on my coat, though.
Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see. Hey, look. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Send one.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Put your hands up! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Put your hands up!
The interaction quickly escalated. The woman suddenly brandished a firearm at one of the officers, but he managed to reach a safe distance and take cover. However, the woman did not stop. She fired at the officers. In response, both officers fired their weapons to protect themselves from immediate danger. However, once the shooting stopped, they were unsure whether the suspect had been neutralized.
Put your hands up!
Shots fired! Shots fired! Get back in! Get cover! Get cover! Get cover!
Are you anybody injured? At this time, 170.
Stick your hands out! Stick them all the way out!
Go from the north.
The officers got no response from the car, but they couldn't risk getting any closer. The woman could still pose a deadly threat. Furthermore, there were two other men who had been involved with her previously, and any false move could have put their lives in danger.
All right, I got both of her hands.
You're not gonna shoot back before we go.
There's both of her hands right there. Get them out of here.
Get the other one, get the other one.
Get back here. You got cover?
Yeah. She's not responding anymore. Put your hands up!
Put your hands up! You got the right? You got the driver? She's not moving, don't move your hands! Go ahead, I got cover. Go ahead, I got cover. Holster. Get off the car. Okay? Talk to me.
When backup officers arrived, they quickly intervened and safely removed the woman from the vehicle. Emergency medical crews arrived shortly after and transported her to a local hospital. Fortunately, her injuries were not life-threatening and she survived. No one else was injured during the incident. The suspect was later identified as Kashana Davidson. According to records, she had a criminal record and was on probation. Following the incident, she was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault on a peace officer and 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. Next, you'll see how a dangerous criminal stole a police cruiser and took the lives of 2 innocent people. Woo! On February 1st, 2024, officers responded to a disturbance call in Marion County, Florida, regarding a woman attempting to steal an elderly woman's car. Officers were immediately dispatched to Forest Plaza, and Officer White was one of the first to arrive. Upon arrival, he found the woman, later identified as Kendra Boone, in the plaza's parking lot. However, as he approached, she tricked him into believing she was the victim. What she did next was truly shocking.
30 to 40,
Walk over to the back. No. Oh man, she just got in my car, took off. Eastbound on Highway 40 passing the substation.
Kendra Boone was a dangerous criminal who had somehow evaded the justice system and remained at large when Officer Widow suddenly approached. Boone ran toward the patrol car, climbed through the open passenger window, jumped into the driver's seat, and fled, nearly hitting him in the process. She led officers on a high-speed chase, driving recklessly and putting lives at grave risk, but her speed didn't last long. Boone lost control of the vehicle, and that's when tragedy struck.
Signal 4.
Signal 4 station 1033.
Stay away from the car! Stay away from the car! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
6316 back, Signal 4, send back to 18.
We got another vehicle over here. You guys okay? Hello?
Signal 4, another vehicle.
You guys okay? I'm not getting a response from them. Hello?
The accident was devastating. The chase ended suddenly when Boone crashed head-on into a pickup truck. The impact proved fatal. Emergency crews arrived quickly, but Boone was pronounced dead at the scene. Inside the pickup truck were Earl Middleton, 73, and his wife, 72. Both tragically lost their lives. What was revealed next was even more disturbing. Kendra Boone had a lengthy criminal history. She had been arrested 18 times in Volusia County between 2009 and 2014 and faced multiple arrests in Marion County between 2020 and 2021. In 2022, she was found guilty and sentenced to 2 years in prison. She later received another 30-month sentence. However, due to concurrent sentences and credit for time served, she was released just weeks before the fatal crash. During a press conference, officers even displayed a 20-foot-long, 6-meter-long page with his record, which described all his crimes.
This is her criminal history. This is it. Criminal history. Zach?
Sheriff Woods expressed his frustration, saying, if this person had been in jail, there wouldn't be 2 innocent people dead. Many in the community were outraged. One person commented, this woman had a 20-foot-long arrest record and was still on the streets. The judges who kept releasing her should be held accountable. Another added, this is what infuriates me. 2 innocent people died because of her actions. Below, you'll see how some students and one of their mothers fought with the officers, leaving them seriously injured during the chaos. On April 24th, 2025, a fight at a high school escalated into full-blown violence when several students and their mother fought with 2 school resource officers, seriously injuring them. It began as a routine end-of-the-school-day incident, but quickly escalated into a disturbing series of events when officers responded to the parking lot where the fight occurred.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, the fuck I'm not. No, bro, get the f*** off of me.
Hey, don't get down.
The officer had difficulty controlling the women as they were aggressive and began to dominate them. The situation escalated further when the mother of one of the girls appeared in the parking lot and began fighting with the officers, trying to get them to release her daughter. This prompted the daughter and the others to push even harder, and together they ended up seriously injuring the officers. officer had difficulty controlling the women as they were aggressive and began to dominate them. The situation escalated further when the mother of one of the girls appeared in the parking lot and began fighting with the officers, trying to get them to release her daughter. This prompted the daughter and the others to push even harder, and together they ended up injuring the officers.
I don't need you grabbing on her. Get in the car. Just relax. No, it doesn't matter. Get off her. Get off of her. Get off of her.
Sit down. Sit down.
No.
Sit back. You're gonna do
Hey. My daughter.
Get on the ground! Put your hand behind your back!
In the video, the officer is seen being pulled by the hair as she attempts to intervene, while the officer is punched multiple times by another student. While attempting to control the situation, he struggles as more individuals overpower him. Officers eventually arrested the mother, but the other women involved escaped. The San Bernardino City Unified School District responded quickly, confirming that both officers had been assaulted, and even though the entire incident was captured on video, no charges have been filed. Below, you'll see how a woman attempted to run over the officers with her car, nearly taking one out. On March 7th, 2025, a simple welfare check on a possibly intoxicated woman was about to turn into a life or death situation for two officers, as one of them ended up being violently struck by the suspect's car and nearly lost his life. Upon arrival, officers made contact with the woman, and at first the interaction seemed normal, but once the officer noticed something illegal, the situation began to take a violent turn.
Hi, what's your name, ma'am?
Why are you calling? Why?
We got called to come check on you. They were concerned.
There's nobody concerned.
There was. We got a phone call.
For
What's going on today?
who did you get a call from?
I don't know. It was an anonymous caller saying there was a white.
I know,
trooper
that's
sitting
what they keep doing that. You know, they did that in Nebraska with my children. They keep calling in false reports.
Okay.
Nothing.
Officer James speaks with Melanie Udell, a 53-year-old woman later identified as Melanie Udell, and the conversation seems fairly normal. Meanwhile, Officer Anderson speaks with the witness who initially texted 911, but during that time, Officer James noticed something was wrong. He smelled marijuana and alcohol coming from the car, reinforcing his suspicion that Udell might be under the influence. He asked her to step out of the vehicle for further investigation. It was then that Udell began his violent act.
Have you step outside of the vehicle here?
No, you're not.
Turn off the car. Turn off the car.
No.
299. She's fleeing.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Get out of the car!
Now!
299. She almost struck me. Get out of the car! Ah!
Show your hands!
299, give me Metro. She struck me. Shots fired.
Udell was completely determined to injure an officer. She first tried to hit Officer James, but he managed to push away, avoiding being hit. However, Udell wasn't done. She reversed again and accelerated. This time, she deliberately turned the truck toward the officers, and Officer James couldn't escape. He was struck by the car. The impact was so strong it threw him into the air. Seeing this, Officer Anderson acted quickly, drew his weapon, and opened fire. Udell was hit multiple times and was neutralized.
Shots fired! Officer hit! Show your hands!
Give me Metro. She struck me. Shots fired.
Show your hands! Show your hands!
Back up. No, back up.
Show me your hands!
Fuck, I can't move.
We got help coming, James. Stay there.
Officer James suffered serious injuries to his head, hands, and legs. The injury was severe. Paramedics arrived quickly and took him to the hospital, where he was treated and released later. Later that day, however, a follow-up evaluation showed more severe damage to his knee, which will require surgery and extensive recovery time. Udell was also transported from the scene but was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. Very little public information has been released about Melanie Udell. She was not known to local law enforcement as a violent offender, but that day her actions were deadly.